Welcome back, everyone. I am the Confederate Republic. Been alive since the end of 1865. Because we won against those Yankees up north. But it's fine. We got rid of, slavery and all that. We're actually decent people nowadays. But there's a new war coming in to the lives of everyone. A new battle that takes place over yonder in the places of Europe, where there's a new man in town, a new man sitting in Germany. His name is Adolf Hitler. He calls himself a Führer. We call him a puss. And here's why. Because we fought in 1865 for our independence. And now we're sitting here, gloriful with the United States. We're best buds, kind of. They don't, we don't really like them. But they don't, they're alright with us. They like us, We're reactionary, not aligned, kind of. They're democratic, of course. We're not democratic. We just don't see the democratic view as the best way. You can call us probably Republicans, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what non-aligned would be. They're not really democratic. They're not really anything. They're just not there. They're just not aligned. They just don't care. But we are trying to figure out what to do. That's what we're doing. We're getting everything started. Now, of course, this is a mod spotlight video. This isn't actually a full series unless you guys, of course, want it to be. This, of course, is a mod spotlight video. We have a decent amount of troopers, both the United States and the Confederate States of America, and we can choose at any point down this beautiful little tree over here. Now, here's something that we have to do. We have to do these two things in order to found the ORSS. Now, at the moment, we're doing civil works and marking, right? You're marking? And we're trying to figure that out. But if we keep going down this little tree here, we're going to find the ORS. We can reassert our border claims. Gains claim on New Mexico, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Cambodia, and Maryland. We can befriend Mexico to try to see if the Mexicans will join us in a fight, or claim northern Mexico. Do some border scrimmages against Mexico and the United States. No, mostly the United States. We're doing some border scrimmages, and then we can go to war with the United States if we choose, or we can try to revive our golden circle and make friends with the United States and actually become two just divided nations. Now, of course, if we're going to continue this as a series, I don't know if the United States is going to live much longer. We still have a little bit of bad blood with them. 1865 lost a lot of men in that war. 640,000 lives. American lives. All American dead. But most of them from the Confederate armies. I would think if you're the Confederates, you're going to have a little backlash against your American counterparts, your Unioners up north. You're going to have a little bit of bad blood. I mean, it's not going to be terrible. You might like a few of them, but you're going to have a little bit of bad blood. You're not going to like them. Of course, a lot of time's passed. Maybe the Confederates have seen past their little ways. But of course, in this mod, you have your own focus tree as the Confederate Republic. You have your own little focus tree that you can do. Everything is completely new and everything like that. So you gain a couple research slots down here. Gain a research slot right there. So you can get 6 research slots altogether if you go down this tree. Which is a very smart idea to do early game so that way you can get that done. Of course, if you continue on going down, you can fight the United States down this way. You can try to see if you want to go fascist, stay with your reactionary ties, go democratic, or go communist. You can figure out all of your actual stuff for your civilian factories, all that through there. Get your Air Force started, your Army started, your Navy started, all that. So you can do all of these little things. Now Harry F. How do you say that? Beard? I'm gonna call it Beard. I don't know if I'm right, but I think it's Beard. He is our leader. Of course, Jefferson Davis is long gone. He's dead. He lived around 1865. He's not gonna be living. But we are just gonna do some research for a little bit. Kind of talk to you guys a little bit about the mod and some future plans. And then, I don't know if you guys want this to continue. Of course, you can leave a comment and a like down below. And if you haven't already, you can subscribe to see more. And that'll tell me that you want this series to continue. This just recently got updated. Of course, this mod was out there for a little while. I didn't do a mod spotlight on it. I was going to, but the mod, of course, went outdated when the DLC came out. And I was going to do it right beforehand, but I decided to wait. You know, it's going to probably get a new massive update. Of course, it has. And then you can play as these guys right here. So, a couple of other things. We're going to be doing some Israel, modern day. That's going to be coming out shortly. United States. The USA States, I'm trying to say. With Illinois. That'll be coming out very shortly. I did record something a little off in that. When I tried to record it last time, I recorded like a good, probably half hour's worth of content. I talked about this in another video, by the way. But that won't be coming out for a while. This one's going to be coming out probably tomorrow for me. You guys will see this whenever you do. But let's go ahead and do the next one here. Does 35 days. That's how you guys know this is pretty fucking quick. It's 35 days to do stuff. But continuing on. I was recording the USA States with Illinois. And apparently when I was recording, I used an NVIDIA GeForce, by the way, to record some of my content. And then I go into Adobe and brighten it up and maybe edit a few things down here and there. I don't do a lot of editing just because I know you guys like to hear my voice a lot more. You just get to know, you know, we get to know each other as people. We're great. We get to know each other as that. But I kind of brighten it up a little bit, make everything look all pretty, and then maybe do a cut here and there, and then I upload. So my NVIDIA GeForce that I was recording with decided it was going to not register my mic when I started. So when I recorded a good half hour's worth of content in there, ended up beating Wisconsin with the help of the Germans and the Italians, and I went back to try to watch the video, and there was no audio. And I didn't want to do a voiceover because that's not real, you know. So I went back to the latest auto-saved, and then I saved it again. And I'm going to record that episode here in a little bit. It's going to look a lot more different to all of you guys, so I apologize in advance for that. Didn't know that NVIDIA was going to switch my mic, you know, to a different... It just turned off the Rode into USB. That's the mic I use. It just turned it off. It just decided it wasn't going to use it. So I don't know, I was just taken by surprise. I didn't think it was going to happen. But it did. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, oh well, we're just going to have to get over it. Life goes on, and we can continue recording. Thank God it's not like a massive update and we lose our save, because that would be horrific. But, of course, this is a mod spotlight. If you guys do want me to continue playing as the Confederate Republic, try to take out the United States, or keep the United States around, maybe go after Mexico and just, you know, keep the United States there as kind of like a border struggle. You know, who knows? That'll be up to you guys if you guys do want to see this. Of course, Germany with the historical mod is going to be coming out. There was another update to that mod, so that tells me I had to go back and play it again. He's doing a lot of the events at the moment right now and making it really historical, which is amazing, and I love that a lot. But he's doing a whole bunch of recording for that. What am I trying to say? He's doing a whole bunch of updating for that. So it may be a second before I can continue that. I'm going to try to record another episode of that, get that out to you guys as soon as possible so that way you guys can see it. Because as the Germans, even that little update that he did, he boosted a little bit of the strength, I think, of the French and the the UK and the United States in Normandy, because that was a lot harder to take them out. Surprisingly enough, I didn't think it was, but it was pretty difficult. So, nice. So we guaranteed the independence of Cuba because of that. So that's good. And then if we do this, we're going to guarantee Mexico, which kind of sucks. We could stop that guarantee. We can get a non-aggression pact with Canada, but of course we want to find the ORSS so that we can reassert our claims. You know, we want to go after the United States. So we have to do this, of course, to do that. So I'm getting all of that ready to go. The earlier you can go to war with the United States, the better. They don't have a lot of troops to start out, and of course the Confederate States actually do have a pretty decent military to start out. They got a pretty decent amount of men, so that would actually be great to start out war with. The United States, I don't think, has that much more men. Or if they do, they're not showing it. They're only showing one troop over by Washington and a little bit of their Navy, and then another trooper over here just sitting idly by. Mexico is really the ones that's gearing up against us. They're training up their troops. They're trying to get them the best that they can. Of course, if we're going to do anything, we'll probably go after the United States first and then Mexico. I was thinking about going after Mexico and then the United States, but oh well. But I think this is going to be a shorter episode, of course. What time is it? 30th of July. I'll go to September. Of course, I can't see it. I can't see the little thing. I told you guys in another episode, not in this one, but I'm using a TV screen as my screen to look at because I busted my laptop screen, which kind of sucks. So I can't really see all of the screen. I can see the majority that I need to record with, but I can't see anything else. Now we have 50 planes here, and that's it's not fucking good. It's really not good at all, but we're going to put 28 more. Now we got 78. So we're doing something. At 125, though, we got a fair decent amount of planes. We got some naval bombers. I do want a fantastic Air Force if we're going to continue this. Having one of the best Air Forces is really going to help out if we ever try to invade. Of course, having a great Navy so that way we can get to Europe. But having an Air Force is really going to help us out. So I'm going to try to do that as quickly as possible. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I am going to wait until the end of September, where it looks like we're at the 12th of August. So let's keep freaking going. What are we? Lindsay Russell Doctrine. I did a little bit more so that way we have some more factories to work with and everything like that. We want as much factories as possible. Building as many as we can, but you know, oh well. The games. We actually have people that can play in the Olympic Games. Look at that, because we're our own nation. Hell yeah. So, losing the South, you know, having the United States lose the South, it actually kind of cripples the United States a little bit, I'm guessing. Of course, they didn't lose all of the South. They have a little bit of, you know, the western South, but the southwestern states. Nice, okay? Okay. So, they accepted the guarantee. Of course, we could cancel that, I'm guessing, at any point. Don't know where to do that. Not sure. We'll have to figure that out as the time comes. But now we can find the ORSS. It's going to give us the ability to send volunteer forces, which is a big thing. A lot of people, actually, in Hearts of Iron 4, they don't like the sending of volunteer forces. They think that shouldn't be allowed. Because, I mean, if you're going to send volunteer forces to somebody, you might as well just go to war with them. I mean, that kind of makes sense, but at the end of the day, you got to think about it. Surprisingly enough, they didn't get rid of... They're still doing Rhineland. See, I can do my things a lot quicker. Of course, this one's 84 days, but I'm guessing this one's 70. So, that's surprising. I thought it was more than that. We're going at 3 speed. But, of course, this is going to end the episode of the wonderful Confederate Republic. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, of course, give it a like. Tells me you want me to continue playing as the Confederate Republic. If you... What do you want me to do, too? I want to know what you guys want me to do. If you guys want me to keep the United States as a potential ally, maybe make a faction with them, then put that down in the comments below. If you want me to take out Mexico, put that down in the comments below. Of course, I'm going to have to figure out a way to cancel the guarantee of independence. There it is, revoke guarantee. So I can revoke it anytime. I'm not going to do anything. I mean, I can revoke the guarantee of Mexico. It's not going to do anything. But it's going to kind of keep the Mexicans off our backs, too. See, they have no reason to train against us because we're not wanting to kill them. We're wanting to go after the United States, most likely. But that kind of also depends on you guys. If you want to make this a series, also put down in the comments below if you guys want me to make this a series. And then, do you want me to go after the United States or not? Do you want me to go after Mexico? Do you want me to kind of stick to myself until war breaks out over here and then figure out what to do? What do you guys want me to do? It's all up to you. This series is mostly going to be about what you guys want me to do. But until then, I'm going to go get some rest. I got some musical meetings to do. Well, meetings, I say. We're going to go rehearse some musical stuff tomorrow, which is going to be fun. We're going to be in the musical carousel, so that's going to be really fun. If you guys know that, that's what we're going to be doing, so that's going to be exciting. And then I'm going to try to record as much as possible, get everything out to you guys quickly, so that way when school starts back up and things like that, I have things to upload. And of course, Fatherland's going to be coming out. Me and Rated are figuring out days. Fatherland, for you guys, I'm going to be uploading this tomorrow, so I could tell you this. Fatherland is going to be coming out on Tuesday, which is going to be exciting. So that's going to be really fun for all of you guys. That series is becoming really great. We record mostly in bulk, so that's the thing, is hopefully you guys don't, get too pissed off that we recorded in bulk instead of recording kind of separately and waiting for comments. We wanted to get a good bulk of the Fatherland series done beforehand, but hopefully you guys are still going to enjoy that very much, and I think you will. I kind of need to get my ass in gear, though. Rated GT is expanding a hell of a lot in that series, and I'm not doing a damn thing. So I kind of need to figure out what to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will see you all in the next episode. Until then, everyone, GlennGamez signing off as always. Hopefully your 2017 year is going great, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, everyone, take care.